right, I'm going to start right here. It says sketch the hyperbola and find the equations of the asymptotes. We do need to go over the equations of the asymptotes. So hyperbolas have that box, that rectangle with the lines through it, and those asymptotes are this. Y equals k plus or minus b over a times x minus h. Notice that is the horizontal. And y equals k plus or minus a over b times x minus h, where that is the vertical. If you notice, this is just a y equals mx plus b graph, in which you know from Algebra 1. So I will have those ready for us to do, and let's go ahead and look at this one. The first thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and put the x's together and the y's together, and I'm going to bring that 40 over by adding it over. Now, notice I have to factor out a negative 4. When I do that, I have y squared minus 2y plus something. Half of negative 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. So notice this, I didn't add a 4, I subtracted a 4 over. So we end up with 9x squared minus 4 times y minus 1 quantity squared equals 36. When I divide to make that equal to 1, I get x squared over 4 minus y minus 1 squared over 9, because these reduce to be 1/9, is equal to 1. So it tells me to sketch it. I know that the center of this graph will be at 0, 1. So 0, 1 is going to be here, right? And then I know on the x, I'm going to go 2. On the y, I'm going to go 3. And remember, the first thing I have to do is draw that box, which is a rectangular shape in this case. And then I'm going to draw, and I will be naming those asymptotes. And because this one, the x comes first, I'm going to graph this on the x. So notice this is kind of a little chunky monkey hyperbola, but it's going right along those asymptotes. All right, so we do have to go ahead and name the asymptotes. So I know that this one is horizontal, and it told me that if it's horizontal, the graph of the asymptote is going to be y equals k plus or minus b over a. We have to know which one's a, 1 over b, x minus h. So if I have to plug this in, what do I get? I get y equals 1 plus or minus b over a, 3/2 times x, well, there was no x, minus 0. So it looks like the graph of these are 1 plus or minus 3/2 x. And those are my asymptotes for this. So these lines are those red ones, right there and right there. All right, so I answered all the questions. I sketched, I found the equations of the asymptotes, I found the centers, I found the a's and b's, and it did not ask me to find my foci. Great job.